श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। सद्गुरु श्री साईनाथ निशरत बाबूजी की जय। Rose Petals, Volume 3, Chapter 5. Udi, Symbol of Baba's Grace. Devotee. Guruji, Baba used to give Udi to people every night, and you also sometimes give us Udi. What does Udi symbolize, and how does it relate to fulfillment? Guruji, Udi is the symbol of Baba's grace. To me, it carries Baba's grace because it comes from his dhuni, his sacred fire. These are not ordinary ashes. They are from the sacred dhuni that Baba lit and sat in front of for 60 years. That fire has been kept burning continuously since then. And whenever Baba talked about his grace and his prasad, the only symbol that he used was Udi. Even for fulfilling boons or answering devotees' prayers, he used Udi. He used to say, "Sackfuls of Udi are here, take it away in carts." And "My treasury is open, take it, no one will object." What did his treasury contain? Only sackfuls of Udi. To him, Udi symbolized his grace, and so when I give Udi, I am only giving Baba's grace. I don't attach any other symbolism to it. Devotee. Is Udi related to the process of transformation? Guruji. Yes, the grace will transform you. Devotee. Should we take Udi when we are at home? Guruji. If you see Baba's Udi as a sign of his grace, then you'll take it, definitely. Another aspect of that question is, do you want us to receive Baba's grace at home? Yes, I do. But if you don't attach so much importance to it, then you need not. I am not particular that you have to see Udi that way. I do. That is why I give it. And it is a sentimental thing because it comes from Baba's dhuni. It almost has his touch, his nearness, because it comes from the sacred fire Baba sat in front of for so long. It is a product of that fire. Devotee. Is there a place for the ego in the longing for love? Guruji. Yes, there is. Love is like a fire, and the ego acts as firewood. As long as the wood lasts, the fire is kept burning. When the wood is gone, the fire goes out. In the beginning, the wood acts as fuel for the ego as it burns, trying to merge itself into the fire of love. A log of wood resists fire because it has its own nature. It doesn't want to be burnt. Like that, all these egos are like pieces of wood and resist burning. But when the fire grows strong enough, they are burnt. Devotee. But there seems to be a bit of a paradox, Guruji, because you compare the ego to a block of wood that resists being burnt, and yet at the same time there is a longing to be burnt. Guruji. Both things are there, yes. It is a paradox. Devotee. Is that why we feel conflict? Guruji. Yes, all these kinds of things, conflict, fear, resistance. Devotee. How can we have less resistance to the fire? Guruji. Very dry wood is good firewood. And how does it become dry? Put it in the sun, another form of that fire. And the sun is the Sadguru. The dampness which makes the wood resist the fire are those things that take you away from that love. Anything that pushes you towards that focus is fuel. Once that fire of love starts, the ego can't resist it. And when it is totally burnt, what remains is Udi. And this is what Baba gives us. Because his firewood was totally burnt up, what remained in him was only Udi, the power and grace of that last phase of fire when there is nothing left to burn, when everything has been burnt. that is Udi. And to remember this, we place it on the most important part of our body, the forehead. It carries Baba's love because it comes from Baba's Dhuni. It is a symbol of his grace and at the same time a reminder of his love. Devotee. Guruji, what is tapas? Guruji. Actually, the word tapas comes from the Sanskrit root tap, meaning to heat or warm up. It is the heat from the fire of enquiry and love. If someone has a strong desire, we say he's burning with desire. We use the word burning. That is tapas. And if someone is burning to know the truth or for the vision of the divine or for any great profound object, when the desire is so strong it creates a burning in them, a fire, that is tap. And keeping the fire up and making it grow stronger, that is tapas. Tapas doesn't mean torturing the body or sitting cross-legged or wandering in the Himalayas without clothes. None of these ascetic practices. The fire of the yogi's longing for truth is so intense it produces heat in them, so they can live in the high mountains with just a loincloth, walking barefoot on the ice. Ramana Maharshi once said that before he came to Arunachala, when he had his death experience, there was a flash of excitement like heat, as if he had a fever because his body produced so much heat. In ordinary life also, if you have a strong desire, you can feel your temperature rise as though you were burning. Keeping up that fire is the real tapas. And if you can keep up that fire, that is doing Nitya Agnihotra, the eternal fire worship, the real dhuni, the real yagna, the real tapas, burning until only the ashes remain. Devotee. So is love a kind of tapas, a burning? Guruji. Yes, it is tapas because it burns. People say, my love is burning me, my longing is burning me up. This is what they say. Ramana uses the same word also, burning. That fire is the fire of love. That is the fire the sages say to keep up always. Make it a perpetual fire until you get that. Don't be distracted by these ideas of tapas and asceticism. It has to come naturally. You can see this with anyone who is actually burning with desire. He doesn't mind anything. He has no appetite and lives on little food because he is burning so much he doesn't need his digestive fire. He'll say, I need to solve this problem. It's a burning question for me. First, I've got to solve it, then I'll take my meal. For those who are actually burning, this is how it happens. But for those observing them, it seems their heat is kindled by their ascetic practices, so people start imitating them. When Ramana first came to Tiruvannamalai, he was sitting in Arunachaleshwar temple, quite oblivious of his surroundings. He had no needs, no food. Someone gave him a few spoonfuls of milk taken from the Abhishekam only once in a while, and that was enough for him. But if you take only 2 or 3 spoonfuls of milk and then remain starving, it's no use. You won't become Ramana Maharshi. So this is the fire, the tapas, the real Vedic yajna. And all the things which kindle and increase that fire are its fuel, like having satsang, reading good books, biographies of the saints, going to holy places. This fuel lights the fire and keeps it burning. Then it bursts into flame and grows and increases until it burns up whatever you don't want. Then what remains, the ashes of that fire, is Udi or Vibhuti. Vibhuti in Sanskrit also means Shakti, the power of Jnana or knowledge of truth. So when we put on Baba's Udi, it symbolizes that. There is no clash between my material and spiritual life. There is nothing that even the richest or the poorest man can give me. It is my principle that I should not accept anything. I don't have the necessity to get anyone's favor because I am not dependent on anybody except Baba. I stay in my house and people come. When Sai Baba devotees come, what can I give them? I give them Baba's Udi. They like to have Baba's Udi, and I don't have any objection to giving it and praying for them. That's all I do, and I try to see Baba in them. Daily, after taking a bath, I think of Baba and put his Udi on my forehead. There are some people who think it's a ritual. It looks like a ritual, and if I do it daily, I suppose it is in fact. But to me, it's not like that. Putting Udi on my Guru was the last service I rendered him. When he was lying on his deathbed, I came and put Udi Nama on his forehead. Then he was buried, so it was my last expression of love to him. Whenever I put on Udi, I remember him and my last service. And that last service has the force of all the services I have done in all my 14 years of staying with him. When you put Udi on your forehead, it is not a custom, not a bhasmadhara. The ashes from the dhuni Baba lit and touched carry the indirect effect of his touch, the touch of my beloved. So I take his Udi and apply it to the most precious part of my body, my forehead, so I can experience his touch always. And if you come to me, what else can I give than his touch? So I give Udi to you, so you also may be touched by him. To me, it is an expression of my love, not simply a custom, and it should be the same for you. This is not ordinary ash. It is Udi from Baba's dhuni and it carries his grace, his touch. Every time you apply his Udi, it is the feel of his touch. Try to see the custom this way and you will understand. Otherwise, it becomes just a fancy, like the fashion of putting on malas, bindis, this and that, imitating an Indian. It is not that everything Indian is sacred. I don't care about customs and rituals, but I respect them as long as they are expressions of our love. I'm telling you, Baba is ready to give you so much. He is waiting. As he said, cartloads of Udi are there. Take it in carts. Shri Sachidananda Sadguru, Sainath Maharaj ki Jai. Sadguru, Shri Sainath Nisharat Babuji ki Jai.